Hey, what's up, guys? So today I want to talk about failure and giving up, just stopping everything. I've decided so many times about quitting. How many people are not supporting, how many views I'm not getting, or just things in your life where sometimes you're like, this is just not going to happen. It's unrealistic. I can't do it. I don't have the energy or the motivation to even do these things, right? Sometimes we just want to quit. There's nothing wrong with that. However, if you wrote down your goals and you have 5 goals that you wrote down that you want to accomplish within the next 5 years, and now you're saying you want to quit, how important were those goals? How important is it to you to accomplish the things that you wrote down? Well, for me, it's very important. For me, it's very important to accomplish the goals that I put out and to really create the life that I've been wanting to create. And all that takes steps, and it's all a process, and it's gonna be work. And sometimes you wake up and you don't want to do things, and sometimes there's places you have to go that you don't want to go to, and these are things that we tend to keep in our heads, and you have the thoughts going on where do you go, do you quit, do you continue, do you stop, and all these things are going on in your head. Well, just like a buffalo, I want you to take it and just go through the storm. I want you to just plow through it and keep on moving forward, because there's something that I always say, and this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Whatever you're in, whatever stage of life that you're in, this will pass. The seasons will pass. Now, you're gonna have your times where you're up and you're high and everything is great and you're on your high horse, and then you're gonna have your times where you're on your low horses and you're just down in the slumps. That too will pass. Everything that's going on in your life will pass. But if you continuously move forward and you continuously do the work that you need to be doing to get to where you need to go and to become the person that you need to become, you're going to see that every day you're learning something new. Every day you're growing. And sometimes you might have those days where it's not that great. You might have those days where you feel like you didn't learn anything, or you might have those days where you feel like it was just a complete waste. I promise it wasn't. I promise that those days are there for a reason. They're there for you to reflect, for you to realize that you need to grow, right? You need to learn things, and you need to do things a little bit different than you were doing them before to see a different outcome. Because if you continuously do the same thing and you continuously do the same thing, then what happens? You get the same results. It's insanity. So you want to make sure that you're changing your routines, you're changing your habits, you're changing your mindset. That's what we're focusing on right now, is the mindset. So if you stay positive and you wrote down your goals, you have goals with it that you want to accomplish within the next 5 years, what is it that you need to do to get there? And why are you doing these things? What's the big reason behind it? Because you want to buy your own house, because you want to have your family, because you want to have something for yourself, you want to build something for yourself, you want to have freedom and income, whatever it is, health, financial, family, love, it's all important. So whatever goal you're shooting for, I don't want to talk about just business. Let's talk about family and relationships. Let's talk about the time that you're spending with your kids. Let's talk about the time that you spend with yourself, the time that you have to reflect. Let's talk about your personal time. Because we tend to work so much that we forget that that's not the life we're trying to create. We tend to hustle and hustle and hustle and hustle that we don't see our kids grow up. We tend to just be busy and be busy and be busy that we lose our relationship with our spouse. So sometimes you have to sit down and you have to really slow it down and say, hold on a second. Am I doing a little too much? Am I doing not enough? Where is it that I'm at? And have the balance. There are times where you want to quit. There are times that you say, I'm done. This is not happening. I don't have the support. The money's not coming in. These projects are not happening. The business is not taking off. I promise that if you continuously put in the work and you continuously grow and you learn from these lessons that life is just giving you, eventually it's going to pay off tenfold and it's going to be worth it. all that work that you put in, all those years of learning, all the years of training, for you to quit, it all goes down the drain. So why? Why is it that you're doing what you're doing? Why is it that you're waking up early to go to the gym and work out? Why is it that you're still at the job that you hate for 25 years? Why is it that you have not done something for yourself? And a lot of it is because we're scared. A lot of it is because we want the certainty of knowing that we're going to have a paycheck coming in, or a certainty of knowing that, something's going to happen, a certain result. But to be honest, nothing is certain. You can wake up tomorrow or you might not. So take care of what you need to take care of today so that you can live the life that you're trying to live in your future. Now, when I say really focus on your balance, on your wheel of life, and the life that you're trying to create, is because we can work our asses off. There are days where I can work from 7 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the morning and forget about everything else. Now, those days are great, right? Because you get a lot of work done, you have a lot of progress, you're finishing projects, and everything is good. But what happens to your relationships? What happens to your spouse who's waiting for you all day to spend time with them? What happens with your children who wants to just play catch and go to the park or do something with you? What happens with your friends who are eventually growing their lives, and now everybody's moving distance, and now you're not in contact with these people anymore? What happens is that we tend to work and we tend to focus on us and the money and everything else, that we forget about our life and we forget about the lifestyle that we're trying to create. You got to remember, there's always going to be somebody richer than you. I don't care how much money you make. If you're making $500,000, if you're making $1 million, if you're making $5 million, there's always going to be somebody who's making more money than you. But the lifestyle that you create and the life that you create is all on you. And it's basically what you've created and how you want it. So the wealth that I have is that I can live the life that I want and not have to worry about what somebody else is saying. I don't have to worry about somebody else having more or being, making more money, because it has nothing to do with the money. The lifestyle, definitely, the money makes the lifestyle easier. However, for me to spend time with my kids, I don't need money. For me to spend time with my wife, I don't need money. For me to have the peace and fulfillment inside of me, I don't need the money. What I need to know is that my family is happy, that I'm doing something great for us, that we are moving forward, that we have our food on our table, our roof over our head. Yes, it takes money for those things, but I'm talking about the greed. I'm talking about leaving your family because you want to go and make an extra $100,000 when you're already making 500. I'm talking about taking your priorities and breaking them down and seeing exactly what's important to you. Because for some people, money is important. That's what they want to do. They want to just go out there and make tons, load of money. For other people, love is important. For other people, relationships are important. For other people, just the balance is important. So it all depends on what type of life you're trying to create. I know what I've tried to create. I know what I'm creating, and I love it. I've learned this through the years of, Dennis, do you. Be yourself. Be you, man. That's it. Just be human. Be yourself, and don't worry about what somebody else is doing, because it might not even be something that's fulfilling them. It might not even make them happy. So if you can say, I am 100% fulfilled, you won. That's success right there. So when I have my family together and my kids are with me and my wife is with me and we're laughing and we're having fun and we're just enjoying life, that's the best feeling for me. Better than making $1 million a year, because I know that the money can go. My family is what's going to be there forever. So for me, family is very important, right? Business is very important because I want to be able to provide for my family and give them the best lifestyle that I can. However, I will not sacrifice my family for my business. That's just something that's always been in my head. I do not work around my family. My work is basically after my family. And that's something that's been in my head for 15 years. When I had my son, I always said I will not work more than I will spend with my family. That's it. And I understand that it can hurt people. It can take a lot of money out of your pockets. It can take a lot of time out of your pockets. It can take a lot of sacrifice for you to do that. But I love my kids. I love my family. I want to be there. I want to have the experiences. I want to be able to share these moments with them. And that's what I decided I wanted to do. I ended up doing it, and that's my schedule. My schedule works around my family. I am 100% a family guy for my family. I do everything that I do for them. My successes all go to them. It's not for me. So this is something that people tend to really focus on themselves and the greed and the money and the hustle and I understand you got to enjoy the process, right? We say we got to enjoy the process. However, you have people behind you. You have the support systems that are waiting for you. And if you were to quit, you're killing them. If you were to work too hard and not spend time with them, you're killing them. So don't quit your goals. Adjust your mindset and make sure you put in the work that you need to put in to become a better you. Make sure you do every day something as small as possible that's going to move you forward in creating the lifestyle and the life that you want for you and your family. If it's picking up the phone and making that one phone call, if it's sending that one email, if it's going out and doing what you need to do to get progress, do it. Because I promise that if you continue, it's going to pay off tenfold. And your family is very important to have their support behind you, to have their love, to have just the energy of you growing and your family seeing you grow is going to give you the momentum to continue and keep on moving forward. Don't give up. Don't quit. I've been there. But my why, my family, has stopped me from doing it. So think about it. Write down your goals. Write them down again. Write them down again. And write them down again. And see exactly what's being consistent in your goals. See exactly what kind of lifestyle you are consistently saying that you want to create. See exactly what type of schedule you are trying to create. I'm saying design your life. Design it to the T. What time do you want to wake up? Where do you want to have breakfast? Who do you want to see? Who do you want to spend your time with? And I promise that if you have that designed, your why is going to fall into place and the excuses will go out the door. So enjoy. Have a great day. Peace.